Welcome to our countdown of the 20 most shocking game show scandals of all time. These are the moments that left audiences speechless and had the entire entertainment world buzzing. From shocking betrayals and jaw-dropping controversies to outright fraud and deception, these scandals rocked the industry and forever changed how we view our favorite game shows. So buckle up and get ready as we take you on a journey through some of the most unbelievable moments in game show history. But before we dive in, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss any of our latest content. 20. The cheating scandal on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Number 20 is the infamous cheating scandal on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. In 2001, Charles Ingram, a British Army major, made headlines when he won the top prize of $1 million, but soon after, suspicions arose that something wasn't quite right. Turns out Charles wasn't playing fair. Along with his wife and another accomplice in the audience, they developed a complex system of coded coughs to indicate the correct answers. Their plan was ingenious, but it wasn't foolproof. Producers noticed the suspicious coughs and launched an investigation. The Ingrams were eventually found guilty of deception, and their win was revoked. This scandal not only captivated the public but also led to a criminal conviction and forever tarnished their reputations. It's a classic tale of greed and cunning, but with a lesson. Cheating might get you $1 million, but it's not worth the cost of losing your integrity. 19. The Press Your Luck Scandal. Next up at number 19 is Michael Larson's incredible and controversial winning streak on Press Your Luck. In 1984, Larson, a self-proclaimed trivia whiz and game show enthusiast, figured by memorizing the sequences of the flashing lights, Michael Larson was able to consistently avoid the dreaded whammy and rack up an unprecedented $110,237 in cash and prizes. This was an astronomical amount for a game show at the time, equivalent to over $280,000 today. Larson's performance left everyone in the studio stunned. The producers couldn't believe what was happening. They even paused filming multiple times, convinced that something was off. But Larson wasn't cheating, he had simply outsmarted the game. His victory exposed a flaw in the game's design, and the producers quickly changed the board patterns to prevent future players from doing the same. While Larson's win was technically legal, it sparked heated debates about what constitutes fair play. Some saw him as a genius who beat the system, while others viewed his actions as unethical. Tragically, Larson's story ended on a sad note. He squandered his winnings and lived a troubled life before passing away in 1999. His Press Your Luck saga remains one of the most talked about moments in game show history. 18. The 21 Quiz Show Scandal. Number 18 takes us back to the 1950s, with one of the most infamous scandals that nearly destroyed the entire genre of game shows, the 21 Quiz Show Scandal. Charles Van Doren, a Columbia University professor, became a national sensation as he answered question after question on the quiz show 21, defeating opponent Herb Stempel and becoming a household name. But behind the scenes, everything was a sham. The producers, desperate for high ratings, had been feeding Van Doren the answers. When Herb Stempel, the previous champion who had also been coached, was instructed to throw a match and lost his spot, he blew the whistle on the entire scheme. The scandal exploded, leading to congressional hearings and public outrage. Van Doren's confession in front of Congress was a pivotal moment in television history, and it changed the way game shows were produced. Strict regulations were put in place to ensure that all future game shows were fair and above board. This scandal is a reminder of the dangers of greed and the importance of integrity, not just in game shows, but in all aspects of life. 17. The Deal or No Deal Gambling Lawsuit. Coming in at number 17, we have the Deal or No Deal gambling lawsuit that stirred up a legal storm in Georgia. The popular game show was known for its high-stakes tension and the nerve-wracking decision to open one more briefcase or take the banker's deal. But for one couple, Michael and Michelle Harden, the game became a legal battle. After participating in a home viewer segment of the show, they were convinced that Deal or No Deal violated Georgia's strict anti-gambling laws. The Hardens claimed they were entitled to a refund for the money they spent sending text messages to enter the contest, arguing that it was essentially gambling. The case reached the Georgia Supreme Court, but the Hardens' claim was dismissed, with the court ruling in favor of the show. This lawsuit highlighted the thin line between game show participation and gambling. While the case was ultimately thrown out, It served as a cautionary tale for both producers and viewers about the complexities of game show laws and the legal risks involved. 16. The Jeopardy pronunciation controversy. Number 16 brings us to a controversy that might seem small, but it sparked a huge debate among Jeopardy fans. In 2015, contestant Reed Rogers was penalized for mispronouncing his answer during the final Jeopardy round. Instead of saying Wimbledon, Reed pronounced it as Wimbledon. Host Alex Trebek, following the rules, deducted $800 from Reed's total, as the incorrect pronunciation meant he didn't give the exact correct answer. This decision ignited a firestorm on social media, with fans arguing over whether the penalty was fair. Some believed that the slight mispronunciation shouldn't have mattered, while others defended the show's strict adherence to accuracy. This incident showed just how passionate Jeopardy fans can be, and how even the smallest misstep can lead to major controversy. It also raised questions about how much leeway contestants should be given in high-pressure situations. 15. Wheel of Fortune and the Missing G. Up next at number 15 is a scandal that left Wheel of Fortune fans fuming. In 2012, contestant Renee Durrett was in the final puzzle round when she confidently guessed 7 swans a-swimming. While it sounded like the correct answer, host Pat Sajak ruled it incorrect because Renee had dropped the G sound in swimming. The decision cost her thousands of dollars and sparked outrage among viewers who felt she was unfairly penalized for what many saw as a harmless pronunciation error. The incident led to a heated debate over the show's rules and how strictly they should be enforced. Though the rules are clear, this scandal revealed the sometimes rigid nature of game show formats and left fans wondering if there's room for a little leniency in the heat of the moment. 14. The Nick Cannon controversy on Wild 'N Out. At number 14, we have the scandal surrounding Nick Cannon and his show Wild 'N Out. In 2020, Nick Cannon found himself in hot water after making controversial comments on his podcast that were widely condemned as anti-Semitic. The backlash was swift, and Viacom-CBS, the parent company of MTV, quickly severed ties with Cannon, removing him from his own show. After a period of reflection and public apologies, Cannon took steps to educate himself and engage with the communities he had offended. 7 months later, Viacom-CBS reinstated him as host, acknowledging his efforts to make amends. This incident highlighted the power of public opinion and the importance of accountability, even for long-standing television personalities. Nick Cannon's comeback was met with mixed reactions, but it underscored the complex dynamics of celebrity, responsibility, and redemption in the world of entertainment. 13. The $1 Million Money Drop Password Controversy. Number 13 is the infamous password controversy on $1 Million Money Drop. In 2010, contestants Andrew and Patricia Murray were well on their way to winning a fortune when they faced the question, what is the most common computer password? Confident in their answer, they chose password. But when the correct answer was revealed as 1234556, they were eliminated, losing $580,000. The Murrays were shocked, and so were many viewers. They argued that their answer was also correct based on multiple studies showing password was indeed one of the most common passwords. After a thorough review, the producers admitted that the data used for the question was outdated, but they refused to award the couple any money. The incident highlighted the importance of accuracy in game show questions and left many questioning the show's fairness. 12. The Disney versus Celador legal battle over who wants to be a millionaire. At number 12, we have a legal battle that pitted media giant Disney against the creators of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Celador, the British production company behind the show, claimed that Disney had withheld millions in profits from the American version of the show, which had become a massive hit in the early 2000s. In 2010, after a lengthy court battle, Celador won a staggering $269 million judgment against Disney. The case revealed the murky world of profit sharing and syndication rights in television, showing just how high the stakes can be when it comes to hit shows. This lawsuit not only shook the game show industry but also served as a cautionary tale for production companies and networks about the importance of transparency and fair dealing in their contracts. 11. The rigging scandal on the dating game. Number 11 takes us back to the 1970s and one of the lesser-known scandals in game show history, the rigging of The Dating Game. It was discovered that producers had been manipulating the outcomes of the show to ensure more entertaining matches. Some contestants were instructed to choose certain bachelors or bachelorettes, while others were coached on how to answer questions to appear more appealing. When the scandal came to light, it didn't cause the same uproar as some of the other controversies on our list, but it did tarnish the show's reputation and raised questions about the authenticity of reality TV. This scandal is a reminder that sometimes what we see on TV isn't always as spontaneous or real as it seems. 10. The scandal of the $64,000 question. Number 10 is another scandal from the golden age of television, the rigging of the $64,000 question. This show, one of the most popular in the 1950s, was rocked by a scandal when it was revealed that contestants had been given answers in advance to boost ratings. Like the 21 scandal, this incident led to congressional hearings and the revelation that several other quiz shows were also rigged. The fallout was devastating, and many of these shows were canceled, marking the end of the first era of television quiz shows. The scandal was a turning point for TV, leading to the introduction of strict regulations and forever changing the way game shows were produced and perceived by the public. This script offers a comprehensive and engaging exploration of each scandal, providing viewers with historical context, detailed narratives, and the broader impact of these events on the game show industry. 9. The Family Feud Harvey Weinstein joke controversy. Coming in at number 9 is a scandal that caused an uproar, involving one of the most beloved game shows, Family Feud. In 2018, during a special celebrity episode, Steve Harvey was left visibly uncomfortable when a contestant made an off-color joke involving disgraced film producer Harvey Weinstein. The joke, which referenced the widespread Me Too movement and allegations of sexual misconduct against Weinstein, immediately sparked backlash. Many felt that it was inappropriate to bring up such a serious topic in a lighthearted game show setting. Steve Harvey, known for his quick wit, was caught off guard and tried to steer the show back on track, but the damage was done. The incident drew sharp criticism from viewers and advocates who argued that such jokes have no place in public discourse, especially on a family-friendly show. It served as a reminder that even unscripted moments can have serious repercussions, and that game show hosts must always be ready to handle unexpected situations with grace and sensitivity. 8. The Who Wants to Marry a Multimillionaire scandal. Number 8 takes us to one of the most bizarre and controversial reality game shows of all time, Who Wants to Marry a Multimillionaire? In 2000, this Fox special featured 50 women competing for the chance to marry Rick Rockwell, who was presented as a wealthy and eligible bachelor. Millions tuned in to watch the live event, which culminated in Rick choosing contestant Darva Conger and marrying her on the spot. But the controversy erupted soon after when it was revealed that Rick wasn't quite the multimillionaire he claimed to be, and even worse, he had a restraining order filed against him by a former girlfriend for allegations of domestic abuse. The show was quickly pulled from the air, and the marriage was annulled within weeks. Darva later stated that she felt humiliated and used by the show, which was widely condemned as an exploitative stunt. This scandal highlighted the ethical pitfalls of reality game shows and led to a re-evaluation of how such programs were produced. 7. The Jeopardy College Championship Mistake. At number 7, we have a Jeopardy scandal that outraged fans and contestants alike. During the 2019 College Championship, a crucial mistake was made that cost a contestant their spot in the finals. In the semifinal round, contestant Julia Monaco was given a question about the date of Martin Luther King Jr.'s assassination. She answered April 4, 1968, which was correct, but the show mistakenly ruled it incorrect, causing her to lose the game. The error wasn't discovered until after the episode aired, and although the producers issued an apology and invited Julia back for a future tournament, the damage was done. Fans took to social media, demanding that the decision be overturned and that Julia be given a chance to compete in the finals. This incident highlighted the immense pressure on game show producers and hosts to get everything right in real time. While the mistake was unintentional, it served as a reminder of the high stakes involved for contestants and the importance of fairness in these competitions. 6. The Survivor sexual harassment controversy. Number 6 involves a scandal from one of the longest-running and most intense reality game shows on television, Survivor. In 2019, during the Island of the Idols season, contestant Dan Spilo was accused of inappropriate touching by several of his fellow contestants. Despite multiple warnings, his behavior continued, causing a major uproar among viewers and the cast. Producers initially took minimal action, sparking widespread criticism. It wasn't until the situation escalated that Dan was finally removed from the game, the first time in the show's history that a contestant was ejected for such behavior. The controversy sparked a national conversation about how reality shows handle serious allegations and led to changes in the way Survivor manages contestant conduct and safety. This scandal reminded everyone that even in the competitive, unscripted world of reality TV, the well-being and respect of participants must always come first. 5. The Big Brother racism controversy. Number 5 is a scandal that rocked the Big Brother house in 2013. Contestants Aaron Grease, Gina Marie Zimmerman, and others were caught on camera making racist and homophobic remarks about their fellow house guests. The live feed footage went viral, sparking outrage across the nation and putting immense pressure on CBS to address the issue. The network eventually aired a compilation of the offensive comments on the show, which was a rare move for the typically edited broadcasts. The backlash was severe, with sponsors pulling their ads and fans demanding the contestants be removed from the house. After the show ended, Aaron and Gina Marie lost their jobs and faced widespread public condemnation. This scandal forced Big Brother and other reality shows to re-examine how they handle offensive behavior and the responsibility they have to the viewers and society. 4. The $1 million listing fraud accusation. At number 4, we have a scandal from the glamorous world of $1 million listing. In 2017, star Josh Flagg was accused of fraudulent practices by a former client who claimed that Flagg had misrepresented the value of a property and falsified documents during a high-stakes real estate deal. The lawsuit alleged that Flagg, one of the most successful real estate agents on the show, had manipulated the sale for personal gain. The case was settled out of court, but the controversy raised serious questions about the ethics of reality TV personalities who also operate in the real world. This incident highlighted the blurred lines between entertainment and reality and reminded viewers that not everything we see on TV is as transparent as it seems. Number 3 is a scandal so shocking it's hard to believe it really happened. A serial killer appearing as a contestant on The Gong Show. In 1978, Rodney Alcala, who would later be convicted of multiple murders, appeared on the show as Bachelor Number 1. Alcala charmed the audience and the Bachelorette, but his sinister background was unknown to everyone on set. He had already been convicted of assaulting a young girl and was actively committing murders at the time of his appearance. The shocking revelation of his identity years later left everyone who had been involved in the show in utter disbelief. This terrifying incident showed just how little we sometimes know about the people who step into the spotlight, even if just for a few moments of fame. 2. The cash cab tragedy. Number 2 is a scandal with a tragic twist. In 2011, a cash cab taxi struck and killed a 61-year-old man in Vancouver, Canada. The incident occurred after filming had wrapped for the day, and a production staff member was driving the vehicle back to its storage location. The accident sent shockwaves through the cash cab community, and the show temporarily suspended production. While the death was ruled an accident, it was a sobering reminder of the unpredictability of life and the tragic consequences that can arise even from a seemingly innocent game show. This incident was a stark contrast to the lighthearted nature of Cash Cab and brought a somber note to an otherwise fun and educational show. 1. The Wheel of Fortune Letterboard tampering scandal, and now for the most shocking game show scandal of all time. Number 1 on our list, the Wheel of Fortune Letterboard tampering scandal. In 1997, a disgruntled former employee, upset over being fired, broke into the studio and tampered with the letterboard, changing the puzzle set for the next day's taping. The tampering wasn't discovered until moments before filming, and the show's staff had to scramble to reset the puzzles and prevent a disaster. The incident was kept quiet for years, but when it finally came to light, it shocked fans and raised questions about the security measures in place for one of the most beloved game shows in television history. Although the incident didn't make it on air, the fact that someone was able to compromise the integrity of such a well-known game show was a wake-up call for the industry. It remains one of the most bizarre and unsettling scandals in the history of television. Thank you for watching. If you found it helpful, Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any new videos. Don't forget to click the notification bell to get notified whenever we upload new content. Goodbye, and see you in the next video.